Alright everybody, welcome back to another Corey B MTG Daily Standard video. Well, it's been a while. It has been quite a while as I've been in the dojo, or technically you're about to watch me in the dojo, prepare for the Arena Championship 7. By the time you're watching this video, my deck lists have been submitted, and there's no turning back at this point. I would have selected my deck, but these next set of videos that you're going to be seeing is my process. I wanted to make sure, I wanted to give this event my full 100% attention, and that means not giving away all my information on my YouTube channel. So, basically by the time I stop the YouTube videos is when I'm starting to realize what decks I do want to play, what decks I don't want to play, and now I can be very transparent with all of y'all on what my thought process is going into an extremely big tournament like the Arena Championship 7. I don't even know what the full prizes are yet. You know, at this point, when you're watching it, I'm sure it's made public, but top 2 go to Worlds, you know, top 16 qualify for the Pro Tour, and then around $20,000 or so for first. So this is a tournament I want to win, and this is kind of my Pro Tour as I commentate all the Pro Tours. So, this is as big as it gets as a competition that I can have for myself. So I'm putting my full effort into it. And this is day 1 of hardcore testing. So, you know, I'm Monday here, November 26th. You know, you're seeing this on December 10th or whatever. So this is kind of where my head is at when it comes to going into the tournament if I were to submit right now. So it's going to be an interesting little thought process. You're going to see me divulge into trying a bunch of different decks, being unsure of myself, or ideally you're going to see one deck over and over and over and over again. Now this kind of content I know could get repetitive and maybe is not going to be for all of y'all, but that's why I'm prefacing it with this is as tournament spiky of content as it gets, as I'm getting ready for, you know, like I said, a very huge tournament. So, starting off, I'm playing this Golgari list that I saw. You know, some of the decks I'm thinking about right now, at this very moment, I've narrowed it down to 6, which is not good. I got a lot of work to do. I've narrowed it down to Dimir, Golgari, Mono Red, Gruul, Simic Beans, and the Mono White tokens. Basically, all the other decks I've tried, I haven't liked. You've seen them on my previous YouTube videos, and for whatever reason, I don't like them, or I don't think they're a great choice. But that list could grow, and hopefully it's going to shrink here over the next couple of weeks. So, the main thing I'm testing out here, Misplaced Ginger had a list that I thought looked really good. It's not playing the full 4 Archfiends, you know, it's playing some Shieldred. It's definitely more geared to beat hyper-aggressive decks, and a little more low to the ground to be able to compete with Dimir, as that's what I expect the most in this Arena Championship. I expect to play against a ton of Dimir, a ton of Gruul / Mono Red. I think those will be the top 2 decks. So if I can find a deck that's good against both of those, I feel pretty happy. So that's the goal. Now, the one thing I'm trying out, otherwise the main deck's pretty stock. At least it's stock, you know, 12 days ago from when you're watching this. But the thing I'm really trying out here is Thrun and Nissa in the board. Thrun, I think, is just going to be a card that I want against Golgari and Dimir. So I think it's just going to be a mid-range Slayer. That's the idea. And then Nissa is just a better Vivian in the spot against domain decks and stuff like that. Otherwise, we're trying to go Llanowar Elves into a plethora of 3-drops, either Glissa, Sentinel, Preacher, or Annex, and try to win from there. So before we get too far into this video, welcome back. You know, I have missed making videos for all of y'all, so I hope you are excited to get back onto it. This should be a daily thing here from now on until I have to stop, which, you know, will be pretty far down the line, as it's just how many videos I get recorded before I go home for Christmas break. That's realistically what it gets to be done. So now this is the competitive content to get us all ready for RCQ season and the spotlight in Atlanta. That's my next big coverage job. I'll be commentating that one. So I'm also prepping for that. So, enough about what's going to happen here. You know, first of all, thank you so much for watching. Like the video and subscribe if you like this kind of content, this kind of more spiky content. I really appreciate it. And we still got the same sponsors here. First up, KMC. If you're interested in getting any kind of sleeves, Hyper Mats, Hyper Phoenixes, Inner Sleeves, as well as this luxury deck box behind me. Use that promo code in the top left, and you'll find the description for the URL down below. Next up, our other sponsor here is Heavy Play. If you're interested in any of these cool products you see behind me, feel free to check them out. The URL is on the screen, as well as the promo code. A lot of cool stuff. They also have the new ETB playmats featuring Phil Stone as the artist. 5 different versions of that one. And they all look really great. And there'll be some new artists on the horizon as well. So, all right, let's get to testing. All right, let the hardcore playtesting begin. This hand's fine. We got Shieldred, we got a removal spell, as well as our Dread Knight. Perfect. Playing against Dimir, that's what we want. As it's one of the best decks, if not the best deck. At this point, I think it's the best deck. And I don't want to play it. I don't want to play Demirers. And I want to be able to beat it. And I think Thrun might be the secret case. Now, I'm wary of Fairy Mastermind here getting free value off my Dread Knight. So I think I just have to play this. Doesn't feel great, but looks like they didn't have it. Okay, so this might be Dimir control as well. Okay. I do think that's better for us. Now, if I Unholy Annex, I take 2, but then I'm behind in life. Player with the most life or tied for the most life, create attacks while you have the most life. Okay, yeah, so it is the opposite. I don't know why I can never get this card down, but... So that leads me to believe I want to kill this. I don't want them to draw a card. Not in love with having to pulse this here, but I just do not want them to draw a card. So I'll get in there. We'll see what they got. Now if they just drop Shieldred, I feel bad, but they did not. It would have been nice now, so they can't animate anything. I'm going to just get in there. Now, what is more likely to survive? What card could they play here? I think if they are indeed the Enduring Curiosity version, I want to try to play around that if I can. And I think the best way to do so is just jam Shieldred, even though they can go Enduring Curiosity and then destroy it, which it kind of looks like they're going to do. Damn. But, like, what am I going to do? Just go for the Throat It? I think that seems worse. So, they have a Shieldred. Okay. This is not bad. Now, do I care if I draw a card? I'm going to kill Shieldred almost for sure and then play Annex. Do I care if I lose life? I mean, I'm just going to kill it. So, let's just do it. Okay. So now I gain some life, and I think I want to get in there with both of these. The Dread Knight's kind of brutal if they were to kill that, if they were to block that, as I really do want to bring this back that I'm not annexing, but I think that's okay. So, let's go like this. Get our value while we can. And I'd rather play a Llanowar Elf here than play a tap land. So let's do that and say go. Shieldred's just doing some work here. Okay, so this is definitely just straight up Dimir mid-range, the Kaido version.
Looks like I gotta fight my way out of this one.
Okay.
Sit down.
So, we don't have the greatest of options. I mean, it's not bad. I can't kill Kaido is kind of the main thing that's a bummer. So, I think I want to just Ritual Chamber plus make a 3-2. Take 1. Yeah, sure. Be mana efficient. Now, this doesn't get my Restless Cottage into play, but we're going to have enough to do with our mana next turn that I think this is okay. Drop these and say go. Now they can't actually connect with too many creatures or Shieldred will just kill them, so they have to deal with that first, and yeah, that's a tough thing to do. Yes, time to test out the Thrun strategy. So, that is our plan. And you're gonna see me looking off screen more on these videos. I never look at deck lists and what are the popular cards to sideboard while I'm making a video if I'm just trying to be entertaining. But for this sense, I am going to try to, you know, this is what I'm always gonna be looking at. Goldfish deck lists, just like what's the most popular. As then you can see what they're gonna bring in against you kind of thing. So they have stock lists, play like more Shieldreds, more Duresses. Either way, like none of them can really deal with Thrun. Shieldred's Edict, I see one of those in this list, and if that starts picking up steam, the Thrun stuff is not very good, but I just don't think it will. So now the big question is, do I want cards like Terrace Under? I mean, exiling the cat seems good. They can't deal with this. I want all my cut downs, I think, for their Fairy Masterminds. Don't need Scavenging Ooze for sure. I don't even think I want Duress. They just have too many creatures. Maybe that's the level up moment. I think I've always had Duress against them. I don't want Maelstrom Pulse. Do I want my own Archfiends? Like, some of them have Render Inert. I think this card might be a liability against them. Do I just try to turn into a Thrun control deck? Kind of seems sexy to me. Maybe I don't need Anoint. Don't need to exile anything but the 4/3. I mean, this is just anti-creatures, win with Thrun.deck. I think I'm here for it. I think I only want Elkalots in the Golgari mirror. Let's try this. Let's try this. I will be missing... I'll be mixing it up a lot, too. Like, you're not going to see me sideboard the same. It's because I'm truly just trying to learn and try to figure out what's the best post-board combination to be able to beat Dimir decks. Okay, this sounds fine. I mean, having the answer to Enduring Curiosity just seems huge. So, we'll go with this. This is sorcery, I gotta remember. I should probably take that out if that's a sorcery. Alright, black. No blue land here, so anything I play is good to go. So that probably means I should play the spell version of this, get my value. I'm very much the control player in this role, I think. Okay. So, now I gotta think they have a removal, but it might be cut down. What are they gonna play? I mean, if I think they have Go for the Throat, I want to play this rather than Preacher. If I think they have Cut Down, I'd rather play Preacher. Preacher gets a lot worse, and I don't even think it's that good to start with, so... And I don't think they're going to play any card that's going to let me cut down, so I'm just going to go for the high risk, high reward. Yep. Okay, I mean, that gets the Go for the Throat out of hand for Shieldred, so I'm cool with that. Okay. I'm less in love with that, as I can't kill it. Besides going Virtue plus Cut Down, but that feels really bad. So I have the least amount of life, so they're only making a 1/1. So my high-risk play is just playing Shieldred. I could just exile this straight away with this, but then their Enduring Curiosity gets a little obnoxious. This also has Death Touch, so they're going to be able to... Oh, and when they draw, they're going to have less life. So the Shieldred play is not as good. I don't love 2-for-1ing myself, but I think it's the best play. Do not love this. But here we are. Especially don't love it now. But here's a D's play. So if I go like this, exile this. And then play an elf. Now I'm ready to play Virtue of Persistence. If they tap out for, like, let's say another Preacher or something, then I'm just jamming this. Yeah, and I think they have to respect it if I don't. So now I just start playing my cards. Okay, so let's go like this to start. Then we're gonna play this, but I'm gonna leave black mana available. Telegraphs cut down quite a bit, but, you know, if they go Fairy Mastermind, it's gonna be pretty obvious that I have it anyways. Okay, so I can cut down my own Dread Knight here. I actually think that's really good. Because now I have till the next end step. Now I can't really play the Virtue next turn unless I'm okay losing this, which might be okay. So now let's attack before we make a decision. Okay. Alright, now I will do this. I want to tap a green. Damn! They played me. Okay. Not a bad draw. I probably just have to kill that. It's more important than getting a Gliss on the battlefield. I don't want them to start Kaidoing or anything like that. So let's just get this going. As now no matter what, I can shut down a ninjutsu'd Kaido. And then we're going to start jamming 7-drops here when I get a land. Okay. Now they'll tell us if they have a counterspell or not. Okay. Yes, it is time. This feels like a perfect spot where they're not going to have a single answer for this. On your opponent's turn. So yeah, this can't be the target of abilities from non-green sources during your opponent's turn. So Kaito can't tap it down, right? If it can tap it down, I still feel bad. Yeah, so, I mean, I think this should just, you know, they shouldn't have an answer to this, is what I'm saying.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
So here is, I love it, our first match, we get the test, the Thrun test. Oh, come on, please say we found our Arena Championship tech. The one thing that would be a bummer is if this tech is really good, which, I mean, it already seems pretty sick. There's so much time before the event that people are going to probably adjust to it. So I could just animate, force the block. Then they take 8. I probably do want to kill this. And then attack them. Seems good. Then just drop a Shield Dread. I don't think I'm in the biggest rush with a Thrun. I just don't know how they beat it. Like, they can chump now if they want. Probably shouldn't have tapped all my black, but whatever. Now you just have killer threat after killer threat to deal with. The Thrun Breaker of Silence might be the breaker for Dimir. That is a good sign, y'all. I am super happy about that. Ooh, I gotta remember. I gotta take a screenshot of this rank for this video. All right. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Saving that. All right, so let's play another one. That was nice. All right, on the play. We gotta love that. All right, we got a turn 2 Annex. Golgari really might be my deck, y'all. But honestly, as you start watching these videos over the next, 5 days or whatever, I'm sure I'm going to say that about a lot of decks. All right, blue-white, so this could be a nonsensical matchup. That's kind of the problem of Arena, but we're about to hit Mythic if we win this one. So, our testing should get to be pretty good. All right, I think I just want to start jamming 4-drops. And the one I would like to live the most is Shieldred, so we're going to start with this. Hopefully they don't have a, remove the counter type thing. Yeah, that's okay. Still drawing a card. Now if they hold up a counter spell, I can just make a demon. As it doesn't matter if they have the Get Lost. Yeah, this seems nice. Because it doesn't matter if they have the Get Lost, you still get the demon. Plays around a counterspell. God damn, Unholy Annex is a messed up card. Maze Mind Tome, okay. Okay, so... now, I'd walk into Phantom Interference. If I don't play Shieldred now. I am going to try to not walk into it, but I guess I still walk into No More Lies, which they've already shown me, but whatever. I also tapped that horrifically. That was really bad. Alright, well, I'm just going to attack. I think I'll play the Elf. And drain them for a couple more. Now they pretty much have to have the Sunfall. This is at upkeep, so they're digging for it. Or the land, of course. Well, we're getting Sunfall. If they kept on top, I feel like they have to do that. And that's pretty brutal, as our follow-up just being Glissa Creature Land is not amazing. Oh, never mind. They're dead. What did they keep on top? If you have Sunfall in your deck, you should probably not do that. Alright, so blue-white control. This might be a bit of a meme of a matchup, but... I mean, when in doubt, throw them out! Alright, we'll bring in Elkalots as well. None of these threats are good against Sunfall. They have answers for them, so I don't think this is like the catch-all be-all, but we're going to have a lot of removal spells we want to take out. I mean, I have no idea what they're playing. Alright, I want that. I probably don't want the Virtues. Now, this seems to make sense if I don't want any of this stuff in here. Only 2 Duress is kind of wild, too, but I don't like Duress against Gruul or Dimir, and that's kind of what I expect to play against. It's obviously going to be good in a matchup like this, but meh. What kind of creatures would I expect them to pivot into? I don't know what blue-white control plays, as I don't think this is a deck, but... yeah, all the Azorius control decks I see are just mono-white, basically. The Pulses should be enough of a removal spell. We'll go like this. I love having Maelstrom Pulse in the deck, because it's just a card that you can bring in when you're like, I don't know if my Go for the Throats are going to be good or not. You're just like, well, my Pulses will be good. They have non-land permanents. 5-lander, but they've taken a mulligan. We have a Duress. Think we can do better? I'm going to keep it for science just because I bet they're going to mold to like a Maze Mind Tome draw. And if I'm able to see their hand, I think this is a huge advantage. And we'll draw into threats. Our whole deck is threats. Okay, so they can't cast much. We have the Maelstrom Pulse for the Jace. So it's probably just No More Lies so we can try to stick a Nissa as soon as possible. I was right. They just got very lucky. Okay, we'll say go. We're still going to just destroy the Jace. They're going to get use out of this. This is their draw step. Yeah, maybe we'll destroy this, actually. What a good draw. As I want to destroy this, but next turn they're just gonna play Jace and I don't have an answer for it, so I have to just let it happen. Yep.
I'll take note of all your failures. The data requires.
So now I actually can play this and pulse this if I want to. This is like almost out of value anyways. And they could animate this, plus they could top deck something to deal with this, so I probably should just be safe and just deal with this straight away. It's so not good right now. As my Nissa tokens will start dealing with it, but if they find a counterspell... I mean, with them finding a counterspell, the best thing I can do is destroy this. As this prevents 2 cards. Alright, I'm gonna take out the Jace. Unsure. Feels medium, man.
A minor setback.
But we'll definitely try to jam Nissa here. Okay. Now if they tick down, I just get to kill it with the Sanctuary, though, which I might do. Oh, wow. They're trying to get me dead. Whatever. Let's get a Nissa. I'm gonna try to get them dead. I have to tick up because I don't want their anchorage to kill me. Would really suck if I had a second one, huh? Would really, really suck, wouldn't it? Hello! You can have 2 planeswalkers, so can I. Crunch. Alright, now they have Sunfall to deal with one of them, but then I get to drop the Annex. Jesus. There goes 15 more cards. Oh, they get to draw 3. Okay, well, I'll definitely be killing that. So that's 10, 13... 14, 15 damage right now. And I'm going to get Sunfalled next turn. So what if I... 3... Okay, this is going to be a nice play. What if I animate? Hit them for 10. Alright, let's do that. Now they basically have to have the other Jace to kill me, and I don't even think it's enough. And we do this. Now we still drain him because this is technically a demon. And we'll do this even though we're getting Sunfalled. There's some thought to not even doing that. It's not a demon. Okay, so now they're just dead if they Sunfall. Wait, that stays a land forever? Holy crap. Well, that was stupid. I didn't know that stayed a demon forever. That's just a land now? Doesn't say till end of turn. Well, I mean, that's worse for this particular scenario, but... yeah, I would not have done that. I would have not done that for sure. Okay. Oh, yeah, because I would have just won the game with this. Alright, well, whatever. Let's go like this.
Our strength multiplies.
They have the thing to deal with whatever creature I have. Let's try to hit land drops. Well, I played this game poorly. I don't need that. Okay. Definitely gonna Devout Decree, and then they have a couple of blockers. And I actually can't stop this from blocking, if that's what they choose. I guess. Does this give trample? Yeah, that it does. Okay. So they have to have a Get Lost. They have to have a Get Lost. Now this costs 3 plus 5, so I need a land, and I could kill them through a Get Lost. But since I don't, that sucks. Then I want to go 5. So I want to stop this. Let's destroy that. Now they have to have Get Lost. It has to be on this. Okay. So now I can put a demon into play and hit them for 2. That's probably better. And now have a creature land as well. So they don't win with a Jace, which is nice. Come on, baby. All right. Well, plenty of ways to present lethal. What's the best way? I don't want to... Well, actually, animating this isn't terrible. No, it is terrible because I want a demon. They're at 2. So I want to be able to demon plus annex. So I suppose that means just attacking or giving all my creatures trample. But just attacking is enough if their whole plan is to block. So giving them trample actually gives me a reason to lose. Yeah. Okay. So no demon. I guess I should have maybe animated there. Alright, so let's go like this. If they have the counter spell for this, I can pulse their tomes. Okay. Yeah, I can't kill them this second because I don't have any demons. But instead, we'll get rid of these. Boom. Make a giant creature, and we'll say go. This deck just never runs out of steam. Like, eventually, I'll wear them down if I don't get milled. Yup. Alright, now they can't have anything, but we'll make sure. Alright, y'all, let's play one more match. Alright, good to go. I just brushed by the fact that we're a mythic gamer now. Woohoo! I'm gonna keep this. On the draw, I mean, Annex is our best card. It's pretty slow, but if we can draw into anything here, this would be great. I didn't want to play against something super aggressive, but we're gonna try it. I'll probably end up regretting this. I'd probably mulligan this in the AC. All lands, eh? Definitely descended. Okay. Not the absolute worst draw. So at least we can go Annex into Ritual Chamber. Attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, return target creature card to mana value. Okay, so it does nothing right now. Wish I had a cut down. Okay, go for the throat is good. But attacked, it puts a 1/1 counter on it. And then it's out of range. Yeah, I should probably be defensive here and just go for the throat this now. And then Ritual Chamber next turn. As this card seems pretty good. Okay. I'm going to do this and attack. And then Ritual Chamber into double Annex seems like a good 5 into 6. Okay, just kidding. That's a tough choice, too. I mean, up against this hyper-aggressive of a deck, being able to just keep the pressure off me seems ideal, so I'm going to do this. Gain a little bit of life. I mean, they probably have... I mean, they don't have a removal spell for the Annex, so... But now we're still sticking to the plan. Now Ritual into double Annex. Shieldred. Okay. That's pretty good now that they can actually do the thing, but hopefully this demon gets in their way a bit. Now if the demon dies, we can always just play another demon. When the demon dies. So it gets a counter if you attacked this turn. So you just get it back, huh? Okay. Well, now we're in trouble. We gotta just hope our demon resolves now. I feel like I probably misplayed this game. I mean, I probably should have just mulliganed. Yeah. Okay. Gonna be far behind now. Yeah, they get to get that back every turn, which is pretty cool. Wow, okay. I mean, either way, this looks like it should be a good matchup for us. We're just playing the same kind of mid-range deck, but we're gonna have much better tools, aka having these, but yeah, I shouldn't have kept that on. Okie dokie. How dare I even call myself a mythic gamer after that keep? Alright, so their graveyards are relevant, the enchantments are good, so Throwback's gonna be awesome against them. I hate that bug. Now is Thrun a card that I want? They can kill it on their turn, but they basically can't do... I mean, they can't kill it. If I don't put it into combat on their turn, and during my turn it's indestructible, I'm going to try the whole Thrun control deck again. As it seems awesome. Cutdowns seem great. Anoints are good. I bet I sideboard like I sideboard against Dimir. Terra Sunder is the one iffy thing. It's like only hits this. And that card's not even that scary, so I'm not going to bring that in. Maelstrom Pulse seems great. Gix Command seems good. And Alkalot seems good. Alright, what do we want to cut? Duress. Scavenging Ooze seems okay. That's a good question. What do I want to cut? Alright, that's a problem. Their creatures can become bigger than Thrun. Maybe this isn't a Thrun matchup. I just want to play good old-fashioned Magic here against them. Just kill all their creatures. It's either that or I gotta start cutting some big creatures. And if they have anoints and stuff, I mean, if they have anoints, I probably want to cut Preacher. It's one of the worst cards in the deck anyways. Cut Sentinel. Yikes. I'm gonna cut Thrun. I'm gonna leave in one Thrun for science. Alkalot seems good. Wow, I don't know what to cut. Do we take out our elves? All right. Almost ran out of time. I don't know if that's right. As we're on the play, that's kind of when we want elves, but I don't know, they probably have a lot of removal. We're going to take this nice and slow. Okay, I think this is a good hand. Definitely going to be using the Dreadnought's draw a card ability. Alright. Play a nice mid-range game here. Cut down their 2-drop and play a Dread Knight would be nice. Okay, we won't be doing that. So they're getting a Shieldred back. They get a creature, right? Okay. We'll frill back that into Oblivion here soon enough. Definitely gonna slam Glissa here. Play your 3-drop. Okay, I think we just jam our, just try to be mana efficient here. Play our big one. Man, if they just kill this again too, I'm just like longing for Thrun. Okay. Okay, they clearly don't have an answer for this, which makes me feel good. We're gonna attack, and as long as they don't kill it, let's get the Annex going. Annex is amazing. Okay, I feel pretty good about this game. Now, we didn't see cut downs yet. Okay, we have infinite removal, so I will be dealing with this. Straight away. And they're going to be dead very soon. Can't believe that becomes a creature forever. I'm still blown away by that. Alright, so let's attack. Now let's play this. Drain them for a couple more. And can't imagine we lose from here. I don't want Thrun, though, I don't think. Death Touch, Black Raid stuff. Okay. Okay, so once again, little creatures. We want all of our removal in. I don't even know if I want, like, any creatures like Glissa. It feels like that's what they're very prepared for. I also have Go for the Throats. I still think that actually means, you know, I don't want Llanowar. So maybe that was some good sideboarding. Like, I don't want to take out all my creatures and, you know, just bring in Duresses and Thruns and Nissas and stuff. Maybe. As I say that, I probably don't need Gix Command. That was probably a bad one. Need to deal with their Shieldreds. I think this is what I like the deck looking like. Maybe I don't need the Ooze either. I think these are the cards that I'm like pretty locked in on, but I could even see Glissa going. So on the draw, what complements this strategy? Honestly, some number of Thruns and maybe one Nissa, 2 Thrun, 1 Nissa? Is that cray-cray? I think that's cray-cray. I think Nissa, if I just get beat down, looks so bad. But how do they ever beat a Thrun? Guess they just attacked through it. Not indestructible during my turn. Maybe I do want elves. I don't know. I mean, once again, this is a wild deck, so we could just be sideboarding horrifically wrong, but we're going to keep our core of our deck intact. Hopefully have a Llanowar Elf on the draw here. No, but a perfectly reasonable hand. Now, it does need a little bit of help. Glad to not see a creature right away. No creature. FOMO. Now I do feel pretty pressured to play this instead of draw a card. I will be taking that. Well, we're in trouble. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to just Unholy Annex here. Yeah, but obviously this could not work out for us. Okay. This hand was really good if we had one extra removal spell for this instead of this Dread Knight. I mean, hopefully they let me block with Dread Knight here. I'll feel great about that. Okay. We're cooking now. I don't know if I'll have the ability to cast this, but we'll see. What does that do? No, okay. Okay, okay. Now I bet they just have a removal spell, so Anoint plus a creature seems ideal here. Gotta let this go. I'm gonna say go. Yep, no big deal there, as we're gonna do the same to them. Okay, now we pretty much have to pray that our creature lives. I will be discarding cards for a while. Oh, we don't have one more black source. Otherwise, this would have been super sick. But with that being said, I think we go Shieldred here. As you can anoint that. It's either that or Frillback. Well, Frillback gain life and cut down here looks pretty good, actually. Is there a creature in the yard? Yes. Okay. That actually looks quite strong. Decline. Guess I could have destroyed that too. It's kind of a cut down on legs. Yeah, maybe that was better. Yeah, I should have done that. Dang it. Okay, we'll say go. Inti. I'll block. If they attack with both, I'll block the other one. Strange. A discard. Now, if this is an anoint... This plays around the most things. Alrighty. Shieldred's the same, I guess. Not feel D's. Ooh, unless they have the Bell Rock here. Oof. Bellmerk, whatever. I think they only get to return that one drop, right? Oh, it is any of the cards. Interesting. Okay. And now we do have to attack with this pretty soon. Oh, baby. Well, that seems good. Now let's play this. Attack for 6. We'll trigger the Annex. Okay, we'll say go. Beginning of your end step, that happens. So I'm gonna let them go to combat. Let's stop after combat because they're not gonna attack. All right, now we'll anoint this. And that should really lock it up. As now we don't have to take damage for Shieldred either. Now we just gotta win the game. Alright. 4. Don't need to do this now. And I still only want to attack with this. We'll play a little Cowardice. Okay. Could also Ritual Chamber. It's kind of the same. All right. All right, now the demon is lethal. I guess this unlocks Anoint or whatever, but yeah, that's good. Okay, it's going to be a nice 3-0 with this video, and we accomplished Mythic. Gotta be feeling nice about that. And, you know, this is, I would say, probably my front runner. We didn't necessarily play against all real decks. Blue-white plus this red-black deck I don't think are real, so not going to take a lot from that. But, I mean, beating Dimir I will take a lot from, and Thrun looked good, so, you know? I mean, I wouldn't be too shocked if the next video is more Golgari, y'all, as I'm playing what I'm testing. I'm not going to just play any old deck right now. This is a different kind of content than you've seen before. A lot more try-hard. Once I figure out a deck, maybe I'll start jamming some other stuff, but you'll know when we pick a deck. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow.